You're tired, your muscles ache. You wake up exhausted even after 8 hours of sleep. Every doctor tells you the same thing. It's just getting older. But here's what they're not checking, and it's simpler than you think. If you're over 50 and you've been battling fatigue, muscle cramps, restless nights, anxious mornings, or that persistent brain fog that makes you feel like you're wading through mud, I want you to know this is not just aging. This is a system that is starving for something specific. In the next 8 minutes, you're going to learn exactly which mineral your body is running out of, why it's almost impossible to get enough of it from food alone anymore, and most importantly, what to do about it tonight. By the end of this video, you'll know more about this one deficiency than most general practitioners who treat you. Let's get into it. Here's a number that should shock you. 70% of adults over 50 in the United States are not getting enough magnesium. 70%. That's 7 out of every 10 people watching this video right now. And here's the part that makes it worse. Your standard blood test almost certainly doesn't check for it. Magnesium isn't part of a typical blood panel, so your doctor can look you in the eye, show you normal results, and you're still walking around dangerously deficient, completely unaware. Why doesn't a regular blood test catch it? Because only about 1% of your body's magnesium lives in your blood. The rest is stored in your bones, your muscles, your organs, so a blood test gives you a false sense of security. You need to look at symptoms, and that's exactly what we're doing today. Coming up next, what magnesium is actually doing inside your body every single second. This part will change how you see the word tired forever. Think of your body as a massive orchestra. Every organ, every muscle, every nerve is an instrument. Magnesium is the conductor. Without it, nothing plays in tune. Magnesium activates over 300 enzymatic processes in the human body. Let me say that differently so it actually lands. There are more than 300 chemical reactions happening inside you right now. Reactions that power your energy, move your muscles, fire your nerves, and regulate your blood sugar. And every single one of them requires magnesium to work properly. Let's break down the big four. Energy production. Magnesium helps convert the food you eat into ATP. That's the actual fuel your cells run on. No magnesium? Your cells literally cannot make energy efficiently. That deep, dragging tiredness you feel? This is one of the reasons. Muscle function. Magnesium is what tells your muscles to relax after they contract. Calcium makes muscles contract, magnesium makes them let go. When magnesium is low, muscles get stuck in a state of tension. That's your nighttime cramps. That's your stiff jaw. That's your tight back. Nerve function. Your nervous system uses magnesium to regulate itself. Low levels keep your nervous system in a state of low-grade alarm, which shows up as anxiety, irritability, and difficulty switching off at night. Blood sugar regulation. Magnesium improves insulin sensitivity. For anyone worried about blood sugar after 50, this one matters a great deal. But here's the question: why are so many people deficient to begin with? The answer is something that most people don't know, and it starts in the soil beneath your feet. Most people assume if they eat their vegetables, they're covered, and 50 years ago, they would have been. But here's what happened to our food supply. Modern agricultural practices, intensive monocrop farming, over-irrigation, heavy pesticide use have depleted the magnesium content in our topsoil dramatically. Research comparing food composition data from the 1950s to today shows that the magnesium content in many common vegetables has dropped by up to 80%. 80%. That means you'd have to eat 5 servings of spinach today to get the same magnesium you would have gotten from 1 serving in your grandparents' time. And it doesn't stop there. Modern life actively drains the magnesium you manage to absorb. Stress burns through magnesium faster than almost anything else. Every time your cortisol spikes, your kidneys excrete magnesium in your urine. Caffeine, that morning coffee, has a diuretic effect that flushes it out. Alcohol does the same. Certain medications, including proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux and some diuretics for blood pressure, block magnesium absorption directly. So you've got depleted food, a stressful life, and medications working against you all at the same time. This is not a willpower problem. This is a systemic problem. Which brings us to the part you really need to hear, because magnesium deficiency doesn't announce itself like a broken bone. It disguises itself as something you've been told is unavoidable.
Real quick, if this video is finally giving you language for what you've been experiencing in your own body, do me a quick favor and tap the like button. It takes half a second, but it genuinely helps us reach more people over 50 who need this information and aren't getting it from their doctors. I really appreciate it. Now, let's keep going. This is the section I want you to share with someone you care about, because this is where it gets personal. Magnesium deficiency has a very specific set of symptoms. Read them carefully because you've almost certainly been told these are just normal parts of getting older. Persistent fatigue, not fixed by sleep, brain fog, slow thinking, poor memory, difficulty concentrating, muscle cramps, especially at night, especially in the calves, anxiety and irritability, that low-level unease with no clear cause, poor sleep, trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, waking unrested, constipation, magnesium regulates gut muscle contractions too, and heart palpitations, that fluttering or racing sensation that sends people to the cardiologist. If you looked at that list and recognized yourself in 3 or more of those symptoms, you are far from alone, and this is almost certainly not just aging. This is a body that is asking for something specific. The medical world often labels these symptoms separately, prescribing a sleep aid here, an anti-anxiety medication there, a laxative somewhere else. But the common thread underneath them all, very often, magnesium. Now, here's the most surprising part of this entire video, and it involves sleep, something every single person over 50 tells me they struggle with. What I'm about to share changes everything. Here's something that most sleep doctors aren't telling their patients yet. There's a specific form of magnesium called magnesium glycinate. It's magnesium bound to glycine, an amino acid that is itself calming to the nervous system. When you take it approximately 30 minutes before bed, 2 measurable things happen. First, studies show it increases deep slow-wave sleep by up to 17%. Deep sleep is the most restorative phase, the phase where your brain clears metabolic waste, your muscles repair, and your immune system consolidates. A 17% increase in deep sleep is enormous. That's not a subtle shift. That's the difference between waking up drained and waking up actually rested. Second, magnesium glycinate suppresses nighttime cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone. It's supposed to be low at night, but in magnesium-deficient people, it stays elevated, keeping the nervous system in a low-grade alert state. That's why you lie awake with a busy mind, even when your body is exhausted. And here's the detail that really matters. Multiple peer-reviewed studies show measurable sleep improvement within 3 nights of consistent use. Not 3 months, 3 nights. That's something most prescription sleep medications with their long lists of side effects cannot honestly claim. So what do you actually do with this information? Let's be practical. Step 1, diet. Focus on magnesium-rich whole foods. Dark leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, black beans, avocado, and dark chocolate above 70% cacao. Eat these consistently. They won't fully close the gap given soil depletion, but they matter. Step 2, supplementation. Look specifically for magnesium glycinate or magnesium malate. These forms are well absorbed and gentle on the stomach. Oxide is the cheapest form you'll find in stores, but it has very poor absorption. Spend slightly more for the right form. Step 3, convenience. If you want a simpler approach, one option worth knowing about is Moringa Magic. It combines moringa, one of nature's most nutrient-dense plants, with complementary minerals and compounds in a single daily supplement.
For people who are juggling multiple supplements and want to simplify, it's worth exploring. The link is in the description below. Take a look and see if it fits your routine. Step 4. Timing. For sleep benefits specifically, take magnesium glycinate 30 minutes before bed. For general energy and muscle function, with your largest meal of the day works well. One last note. If you're on medications, particularly blood pressure medications or antibiotics, check with your doctor before starting any new supplement. Magnesium is generally very safe, but interactions can occur, and you deserve personalized guidance. Let's bring it all together, because I made you a promise at the start of this video, and I intend to keep it. Here's what you now know that most people your age, and honestly most doctors treating them, don't fully appreciate. 1. 7 in 10 adults over 50 are magnesium deficient, and a standard blood test will never catch it. 2. Magnesium runs over 300 processes in your body: energy, muscle relaxation, nerve regulation, blood sugar control. When it's low, everything slows down. 3. Modern farming has stripped up to 80% of the magnesium from our food supply. This is not a lifestyle failure, it is a food system problem. 4. Fatigue, brain fog, cramps, anxiety, poor sleep, these are magnesium deficiency symptoms, not inevitable features of getting older. 5. Magnesium glycinate 30 minutes before bed can increase your deep sleep by up to 17% and lower your nighttime cortisol, with results many people feel within 3 nights. You came here feeling tired and dismissed. I hope you're leaving with a real answer and a real next step. If you want to go deeper, our next video covers the 5 foods that are secretly blocking mineral absorption, and number 3 surprises almost everyone. It's linked right here. And if you want simple, science-backed health content every single week, no fluff, no scare tactics, just what your body actually needs, subscribe to Simply Wellness. The link is right below. We're glad you're here.